Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears.
Get ready. Here we go! 50, plant. 6-6, pull it high. Tight step.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards.
Let's get it.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Take a break. Mike Fofo. Rapid.
2nd and 11. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there.
And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go, set, 10 Lobo.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Mike spot 4. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Evans. There he goes, left side. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 64 yards on the ground.
Ready. 8, read. X3. 218, jump. 2.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Target. Watch the shit.
Now back to throw. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Well, they have to be loving this start to the 1st quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 29, Mariota. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
He'll buy some time right. Got his man. It's Eifert. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mariota. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down, Mariota. And he fires one incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
Go now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Okay, ready?
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Ready,
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. I got one.
Get it.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Gonna give this time to the
I
tailback.
got number 23.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
58, come on. That's the pass.
They go play action here on first down. It's Hill, complete. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that?
Ready,
Although
ready.
they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They're going to look to throw. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player.
Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first, as he can only make it to the 11. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on, because you might wear the defense down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mariota. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big time.
And this is going to be intercepted. Let it roll, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
One.
Chopper.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw is Mariota. This is caught. It's Hardy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They go play action. Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make it 24-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. Bilal Nichols, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 40 now on second down. Mariota, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On the double.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's Evans. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now they try the right side here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Back to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
First down, Packers.
Here we go. Set. 30 base.
58 right there. It's a party now.
It's a big grip. Big grip.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd and 2. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
Watch out, watch out.
They'll look to throw. Making the catch is Sternberger. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready, ready. 60 outlaw.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Touchdown, Packers! Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner.
It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
We got to step it up.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
From the gun, Mariota. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. Darren Lee there to get him down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mariota. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
One.
Bravo! I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Down. 60 or.
Come on,
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here we go on second and 12. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium, and the Eagles have extended their lead in that ball game. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Mariota. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the Packers.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Break the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Throwing, Mariota.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his third and 1. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
A first down throw for Mariota. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it second down. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he's he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Let's put that team on the box.
One.
On third down, Mariota got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Here we go, set. 70, Indy.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Get it.
Right back to him on first down. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second and 5. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Bilal Nichols able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jay Sternberger with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 21.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, Mariota. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Bears on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 14. To throw is Mariota. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Mariota now. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Mariota. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Mariota to throw it. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 23-yard line.
Now Mariota. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. from the shotgun. It's Mariota finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Rashawn Gary picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Got it.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road,